fellow collectors. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Spartan collection. This is George 052. And we can see the Halo logo on the bottom. George comes with a couple of accessories and hands. On the back we have George and a couple other figures in the line. We see that he is a heavy machine gun. And on the side we have George. And so we'll bring in the scale. And George is coming in at 13.8. So let's get this Spartan out of the box and see how cool they are. Okay, now that we have George out of the package, we can look at the accessories. Comes with this heavy duty machine gun, almost Gatling gun type. Definitely cool. We also have this backpack. Well, it would have been cool to have something that goes from this to that, but half. Alright, we also have some hands. The first one here. Next set. As well as the last one. Now we'll pull George in a little bit closer. Take a look at that Halo type helmet. We see he also has a couple of objects up here at the top for his visor. And here's the shoulders, that big old chest, and the other side, and his back. Now you'll notice he does have the part here to store the weapons. So this is one big old weapon that George just will not store, but he will have to have it for his backpack. So you'll have to have something to get in there, either some nails like I do right now, haven't trimmed them, and get it in there. But as you see, there's peg holes here already in the back, so you might be able to get away with not having that, but if you have other Halo weapons, you can attach it. So yes, it does fit nicely on it without that. So my George is a little wibbly wobbly here from his time in the box, I guess, or something just not right. But as far as articulation goes, George can do a pretty good T-pose, full move. He does have a bicep swivel as well as a double bend in the elbow and the wrist rotation with the slider. Nice clickities. Now he can look up a little bit, not really much down, but left and right, no problem. As I said before, his waist is on a ball joint. Rotate around, left and right. Now as far as waist goes, he does have a ball joint, but the belt, or his uniform here, blocks it from movement. As far as splits go, George can do this much of a split. That forward and back. His hips do allow for a little bit of thigh movement up here at the top. We have a double bend in the knee, as well as a ball jointed ankle, peg hole, as well as toe crunch, toe bend. It's always nice when you have the ability to use your toes. So we saw that the weapon his backpack just fell off. It's not as secure as I would like. It does get blocked a little bit of here at the top, so just be wary of it. So his weapon is designed to hold like so. Just simply get that thumb out, way, go. And just take his other ones and get it in there. Yeah. There we go. So now George can let go of the weapon whenever he's doing it, just to get it to go just right. Now everything's falling apart on me. Because you know, when you're live recording or doing anything that people will observe, it's got to fall apart. So there we go. And it is definitely heavy for George. So he definitely will need a little bit of support. Sometimes using the stand works good. All right, there we go. That's a George, right? Now George is a normal height for a Spartan, but he actually is a little bit taller. He's coming in at 7 3/4, or 7 and between half and that. So he will be a little bit taller than Kelly. And on the same size as DC Multiverse figures. Since Spartans are supposed to be augmented, we can see that he will also fit in with Marvel Legend figures. So if you're looking for this or other collectibles, head on over to entertainmentearth.com. And as always, like, subscribe, and keep collecting.